12.1. It all depends.
What are you doing this weekend?
I think my brother's coming home from university for the weekend, but he's not sure. If he comes, I'll go to the football with him on Saturday. If he doesn't come, I'll probably play video games with Oliver at his house. What about you?
It depends on the weather. If it's nice on Sunday, I might go to my uncle's with my parents. He's having a barbecue, but I won't go if it rains. I might just stay at home. I don't like typical English barbecues with umbrellas.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
12.2. What are you doing this weekend? 1,
What are you doing this weekend?
If the weather's good, I'll go to the beach.
2,
What are you doing this weekend?
If I have time, I'll meet friends for coffee.
3,
What are you doing this weekend?
If it doesn't rain, I'll do some gardening.
4,
What are you doing this weekend?
If it rains, I won't go out. I'll stay in and watch TV.
5,
What are you doing this weekend?
If I don't have any work to do, I'll spend a day in London.
6,
What are you doing this weekend?
If there's a good film on, I'll go to the cinema.
12.3. Holly's plans.
Have you decided which university you're going to yet?
I'm still not sure. I might go to Liverpool or I might go to Manchester. I'm definitely going to have a gap year though. I need a break from studying.
Great. What are you going to do?
I'm going to travel round South America.
Sounds great. Is that just travelling or working?
I'd like to just travel, but I'm going to look for work because I'll need the money. I might get a job picking fruit, or I might teach English somewhere.
12.4. Giving advice. 1,
I can't decide what to study at university, French or economics.
If you study French, you'll have to spend a year in France.
If you study economics, it might be more useful in life.
2,
I'm not sure where to go, Bristol or Edinburgh.
If you go to Bristol, you'll be nearer home.
If you go to Edinburgh, it'll be a new experience.
3,
I don't know whether to live on campus or in the city.
You'll get to know more people if you live on campus.
You might learn more about real life if you live in the city.
4,
I don't know whether to get a part-time job or take out a big loan.
If you get a part-time job, you'll have less time to study.
If you take out a big loan, it might take a long time to pay it back.
5,
I'm wondering whether to start next year or have a gap year.
You won't forget what you've learned at school if you start next year.
You'll have a wonderful break from studying if you have a gap year.
12.5. Why is Robert worried?
Hi, Robert. How's it going?
Not good, Scott. My company's losing money, and they're making a lot of cuts.
Oh, no. Is your job safe?
No, not at all. I'm really worried. If I lose my job, what will I do?
Well, it's not always the end of the world, you know.
Oh, easy for you to say. Your company's doing really well. But what if it were you? If you lost your job, what would you do?
Well, that's very unlikely. We're looking for new people at the moment. But if it happened, I'd start my own business.
I can't do that. It's a shame. If I were in sales, your company would probably give me a job.
Oh, they would, for sure. If I were you, I'd retrain.
12.6 Charlie's Dream.
I'd like to be bigger. I play rugby, and if I were bigger and stronger, I'd be in the first team. And if I played really well, I might be captain. And then, if I trained really hard, maybe one day I could play for England, and I would take my dad to meet the team. He would be so proud of me.
Jessica's Dream.
I love my kids, but I'd really like to have more time to myself. If I had a weekend without kids, I'd have a long lie-in. If there was a good film on, I'd go to the cinema in the afternoon with a friend. On Sunday, if the weather was nice, I'd have a nice long walk somewhere, maybe on my own. Oh, heaven.
12.7 Dan.
The doctor says I need to do more exercise. I hate doing exercise. And I'm not interested in cycling to work. I like driving. I can't drink less coffee. I need 10 cups a day. I don't want to eat less junk food. I like junk food. I can't cook, and I don't want to learn. Why should I watch less TV? It's my only hobby. I like going to bed really late. I am not going to meditate. It's really boring.
12.8 At a crossroads in life. Jamie.
I'm in my second year at university. I'm doing physics and I like my course. But the thing is, I sing and play guitar, and I joined a local band in my first year. The other band members aren't students. I met one of them in a pub. And I love playing in the band. I'm discovering I'm more of a musician than I thought I was, and, well, we're actually pretty good. And our last few concerts sold out completely. So the other guys want to give up their jobs and try to make a living from it. It might not be much of a living, but if we were prepared to go on the road and travel, we'd get plenty of gigs in pubs and local halls. And if we recorded some of our songs, we could put them online and make some money from downloads. But obviously, I'd have to drop out of university and my parents would go crazy. I don't know how easy it would be to get back onto a course later, so it feels like it would be a stupid thing to do, really.
Sylvia.
I'm a lawyer and I've been with the same law firm for 11 years now. It's difficult work sometimes, but I love it and I'm doing very well. Although I'm only 37, I'm one of the most senior people here. I know that if I continue in this job, when a certain person retires next year, I'll probably become one of the partners in the firm. That would be amazing, but, well, I've never been sure whether I really want to have children. It's never seemed the most important thing to me. That's probably because it would mean giving up work for a year or two. I wouldn't want to go back to work too soon and try and do this job and deal with a baby. But now that the clock is ticking fast, it's time to make a final decision. If I left now to have a baby, I don't think I'd get the partnership in the firm. I think they'd give it to someone else next year. But if I decided not to have children, I wonder if I'd really regret it later.
Donna.
My husband died 3 years ago. He'd been very ill for a long time, so it wasn't a shock, but it hasn't been easy. We were married for 41 years. I couldn't imagine life without him when it happened, but here I am, and I need to decide what to do with my life now. I'm thinking of selling this house. It's nice that it's full of nice memories of our lives together, but I wouldn't lose those memories if I moved out. It's way too big for me, really. And I think I'll feel happier and more relaxed if I live somewhere smaller. If I get a flat in the right area, in town, there'll be lots of people around, and I'd like that. But my daughter really wants me to go and live with them. She says she could make part of their house a granny flat. It's kind of them, and I love being around my grandchildren, but granny flat. That sounds so horrible. I'm still young. I'm only 68. And if I lived with them, I wouldn't feel independent anymore.
12.9. What happened next? Jamie.
Well, I surprised myself. The scientist in me told me to continue with my course, but the artist in me suddenly felt stronger, so I dropped out. I know I'll be able to get back onto a course somehow if I change my mind, and I felt I'd really regret it if I didn't try this weird and wonderful life I'm living. We're doing okay. Just. And who knows, if we start selling a lot more downloads, we might make the big time.
Sylvia.
It was an easy decision in the end. Nature is clever, and I started having really strong feelings about wanting to have a baby. I don't know how I'd live without little Oscar now. He's gorgeous. They've been great at work. They gave the partnership to someone else, but they say there'll be another one coming up in a few years, and I'll be first in line for that one.
Donna.
I sold the house and decided to buy a flat. It's not in town, but it's not far away, so I can easily go there if I feel like I need to be among people. And it's not very far from my daughter's either, so she's happy that I'm close. She often comes round and brings the children to visit me, and I go to theirs for dinner a couple of times a week, but I still feel very independent.
12.10. Bring and take, come and go. 1.
Bye, everyone. I'm going on holiday tomorrow.
Where are you going?
Australia. I'm taking my kids to meet their cousins in Sydney.
Oh, lucky you. When you come back, will you bring me a boomerang?
2.
OK, class, it's nearly time to go home. Don't forget to bring your money for the school trip tomorrow. We're going to the Natural History Museum.
Oh, Miss Jones, can't you take us somewhere more exciting?
3.
Jake, you were very late last night. What time did you come home?
It was before midnight, Mum. Honest. Ryan brought me home in his car.
4.
I've got a new flat. You must come and visit soon. And bring Emma and Dan with you. I'll cook you a meal.
Great. We'll bring some champagne to toast your new home.
5.
I'm going to Ireland tomorrow. Deirdre's coming round this evening. She's bringing a present she wants me to take to her sister in Dublin.
Have a good trip. Bring me a bottle of Guinness back.
12.11. Words that go together. 1.
I usually order a takeaway on Friday evenings. I like the ones from my local Indian restaurant.
2.
I had to take the jumper I bought back to the shop because it had a hole in it.
3.
I sing in a choir, and I think music is a great way to bring people together.
4.
I don't know if it's possible to bring peace to the world. Some people seem to love fighting.
5.
Colin went a bit crazy when his girlfriend left him.
6.
I find it difficult to go to sleep if the room isn't completely dark.
7.
I always came last in sports competitions at school.
8.
When we took little Mark to Disneyland, he thought his dreams had come true.
12.12. Thank you and goodbye. 1.
It's late. We must be going now. Thank you so much for a lovely evening.
Our pleasure. Thank you for coming.
The meal was fantastic.
I'm glad you liked it. Bye. Drive safely.
I will. Bye. And thanks again.
2.
Thanks so much. It's so kind of you.
That's okay.
I'm so grateful for all your help.
Don't mention it. It's been fun.
Well, would you mind helping me with just one more thing?
Of course not. No problem.
3.
I hope you have a good flight. Who's picking you up?
My sister, Lara.
Well, give her my love.
Will do. OK, I'd better go through security now. It takes ages. Bye.
Goodbye. Look after yourself.
4.
Thanks for having me. I've really enjoyed my stay.
You're very welcome. It's been a pleasure. Come back and see us again soon.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Maybe next year.
That would be lovely.
5.
Have a safe journey.
Thanks. I'll text you when I arrive.
And say hello to your parents from me.
I will. OK, I'd better get on.
OK. Bye. Take care.
And you. See you soon. Bye.
6.
Goodbye. Thanks for everything. It's been great fun.
Thank you. I've really enjoyed being your teacher.
Well, we've learned so much with you.
I'm glad to hear it. Good luck with your English in future and keep in touch.
We will. Bye.